We made it, you guys. So I hope you lived your whole week fired up. I hope that you're finding ways to really create excitement in your life. You use your creativity positively to live in the present moment. Really to think about what you want and then go after that. So we had such an amazing couple of training sessions this morning. Like the sessions that I was able to participate in were amazing. Like we got into the muscle groups in a way that forced their brain to reconnect with their bodies. And isn't that the point? Like if we're exercising, we're just kind of going through the motions, just trying to burn calories to force our body into submission to be something that we feel like we're lacking, which is health. We're not really doing something as purposefully as we could, and I'll just give you an idea. So it's easier to show this than to explain it. But we had dumbbells in our hands, and we were like in this position where you're in a semi-squat, and you had to use the dumbbells simultaneously to trade them in front of your chest, going in this direction, right? And the dumbbells were like 10 pounds. You know, it was heavy enough that if you were to keep a straight arm, you were going to have to employ muscles besides your shoulder, right? So when you tighten your glutes, you actually have support in your core, and then your upper back muscles are the ones that take over. So in this position, like if you've got a weight out on the end of your lever, oh my gosh, that's really hard. So you actually have to employ all your muscles through the whole core in order to get that done. Now here's the thing, there's a lot of feelings of struggle and dissatisfaction because it's not comfortable, because your brain's like, I don't know where that muscle is when I'm trading, and I'm trying to use the one I can find when you're actually trying to use the one that needs to be strengthened and the ones that support, right? So after the session, when there was a lot of this, you know, sweating and grunting and groaning, trying to get into the back muscles and use the core more purposefully, I told them, I was like, I love to see you guys struggle. And of course, you know, everybody breaks out laughing. But I'm like, because we were able to scale it way back and tell a different story. Like the story of, you know, holding 3-pound weights going, yeah, dude, I'm so successful. I'm really making it happen. Look at me. I'm exercising. You know, that's completely different than forcing your brain to connect with your body and find the muscles that make you stronger, that make you well-rounded. They make you whole. It is the process of learning to trust that you can find parts of your body you've forgotten about, and then it's that idea that you're coming closer and closer to being home again because you're connecting with your body in ways you've never thought about connecting before. It tells a completely different story. So then I kind of related this to telling your normal story. Like if you have a story of woe, every day is going to be like, oh, it was such a hard day at work, and you know, I got frustrated with an employee, and I didn't meet my deadline on time, and oh, I missed my workout, and oh, I ate crap today, and I'm so tired. Like if you're always telling your story with this heavy undertow to it, we're not really doing what it is that we could possibly do on that higher level where we connect with ourselves. If you tell your story with wisdom, it's like, oh man, today was such a challenge, but that was good because. Fill in the blank. That was good because. When you tell your story like, oh my gosh, I missed my deadline, I got up late so I missed my workout, this is good because I realize how much I love my workout. I realize how energized I feel after I work out. I realize that my day goes much better when I've taken care of myself first. This is good because it taught me that I need to do these processes in time in order to meet my deadline. Like you will be learning something if you tell your story with wisdom. That is the same thing in these workouts. It's like, oh my gosh, I was using my shoulders to try and do this exercise and my neck was tight, and then I was like, okay, Okay, that's not working. Stop. Okay, reset. Use the core like she told me to. Lock the glutes, tighten the abs, separate the arms, hold the squat, and trade. And here's the thing. I had people going to about here and they would quit on themselves. And I was like, no. The success is in finishing the move. That's when you use your upper back. That's when we get into those muscles. Your brain's like, I don't know, where are those? And you finish the move to there. Oh my gosh. Everybody at the end was like, I found that. It took me 3 rotations through these different exercises, and every time we came back to this one, where we had to separate the weights and pass them right in front of the chest, and I finished the move, I felt the muscles you said we were trying to find. That was so exciting, because their story wasn't, man, I sucked today. That was so hard, and I was, my shoulders are tight now, and my neck hurts, and, they didn't tell the story of, whoa, every one of them was so excited. They're like, yeah, that, I felt it at the end, I found it, and then that's what success feels like. Success is always failing. When you fail a lot, you just figure out what didn't work so you can do what does work. So you tell the story of success, even if it contains failure, right? So your self-talk changes the game. You're going to be a different person when you start to listen to your self-talk. So when you've lived a whole day, you volunteered at a school, or you went to work, or you've whatever you do, gone grocery shopping, whatever you're doing, when you get in the car and your brain is all in the past, it's like, well, that sucked, that didn't work, oh my gosh, I was such a failure. And those dark feelings that put that pit in your stomach, and they kind of make your heart hurt because you just felt like you fell so short of your own expectations, that is your cue to say, that was good because. And whenever you say that is good because, watch your body language. Like when you say, oh my gosh, that was so hard, your body language is dragging you down. Your mood is dependent on how your body moves. So if you're telling the story of woe, watch your body language. It's going to be like, it's going to be heavy. But if you're telling the story of wisdom, it's like, oh my gosh, that was crazy. It was a challenge, it was a struggle, but that was good because, watch your body language when you talk like that. All of a sudden there's like energy, like you're talking with your hands. When I'm excited about something because I am talking with my hands. Telling the story of wisdom is going to change your life because it's going to get you out of a failure that was a negative experience and completely reframe it to become this idea that, wow, that was awesome because I learned what not to do. Now I can move forward and do what I need to do or what will work. So when you get into muscle groups in your body and they break down and they become sore, your brain goes there. Like the next day, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sore there. But that soreness is so key for you to understand how you're connecting to your body. Because if you, for 3 days, you can feel that muscle over and over and over again. Like when you have sore abs, you felt that, right? Your abs are sore, your brain goes there, it's like, wow, those are sore. You will find them more deliberately next time because your brain finds pain. Same thing in your life. If you're making mistakes or you're having frustrations or you can't get somebody to see your point of view or you need to be heard or you want your boss to understand where you're at and it's creating pain, your brain will find it. But make sure your brain's finding it in a deliberate, successful way. Right? The successful way is to tell the story of failure with wisdom. It's like, man, that was a struggle because, but it was good because, this is good because. Use that phrase all the time. This is good because. You had a fight with your spouse? Well, this is good because I need to be a little more understanding. I need to listen better. I need to step out of it and stop asking for myself and see what they need from me or what I can do for them. Put somebody else first. This is good because nobody ever has an argument when they're in it to learn wisdom. It's not an argument, it's just information. It's like, oh, I learned something and this is good because. And then you can really talk to somebody, you can be relatable, you can get into those relationships that matter and connect. Just like your brain's connecting to your body, you can connect with other people too, because you're like, wow, we're having a disagreement. This is good because there's something I need to learn about this. There's something that I can do a little bit better. Because it starts with you. You're not going to say this is good because you need to learn something from me. You're not going to say that because you're not in charge of what they do or don't learn. But it's the way you look at things that's going to make a game changer in your life and help you live fired up. All right, for those of you that have joined our 6-week body transformation, woo! We are so excited to start this with you. It's a 6-week slim down. It's all about listening to your body, connecting with your purpose, setting those goals and focusing on the outcome. We can't wait. We're so excited and thrilled to get to rub shoulders with you and really be in the trenches with you, give you the answers to the test, and show you the way, because that's why we're in business. We're here to help you live fired up. All right, so we will see you soon. The kickoff is tomorrow. We're going to hit it hard on Monday, and this is going to be the best 6 weeks of our lives. All right, here we go. Get fired up, you guys. We'll talk to you soon.